morning. Good morning, everybody. I am just going to share this stream when it comes up on my page. There it is. So I'm just going to share it out. So good morning. Linda Morrison is my name. I won't do this entire stream on my knees. Can I ask that you guys share this stream as well? I'm actually going to talk about quite a number of things that are really. Oh, hi, somebody who's on. Send me those love and likes. Thank you so much. Please share this stream. So many people are actually interested in weight loss and health for over 40s. Hi, Susan. Hi. Oh my God, you look so amazing in those photos last night. I think they were last night. Yeah, hottie, looking amazing. I'm just going to share this stream out to my other pages so that other people can actually get on, and I would love you guys to do the same. I do these free trainings. Hi, John. I do these free trainings all of the time. So, well, each Saturday morning at 8 o'clock, I try to do them every week, but I just ask that you share them to your audiences because it is, you know, my time and expertise, over 30 years of expertise that I'm actually giving to you guys. So let me just do this for 1 second, then I'll pay attention only to you. So bomb me the love and likes. You guys know the rules. I love live video. I love actually teaching as close as we can get to face. So just let me, one more. I think it's one more page. There we go. Never got out. All right. One sip of coffee and then I'll get off my knees, which is crazy. There we go. Standing up. All right. Good morning. In Australia, it's 8 a.m. I slept in till about 6:30, which is incredible for me. Bomb me the love and likes, guys. Let me get my little notes here. So a bit of a shout out to my dad, who will never actually see this. He's a fitter and turner. He is incredible. He fixed my selfie stick. Now, they're only about $5 and I could have bought another one, but he goes, oh, I can fix that. I can fix that for you. And yeah, so bless. Very loved, very lucky. Very loved, very lucky. Bomb me the love and likes. I want you guys to actually ask anything you like. Hi, Kaz. Hello, my lovey. Hello. All right, I'm having a fight with my selfie stick, which is why I broke it. Because I thought that, you know, Linda meets plastic, I reckon I could win. But I broke it. All right, it's good now. So shout out to my dad. I also wanted to say that while I was prepping this morning, while I was getting ready, and my nan's passing has had me move back to music. So very much in reference to stress. Hello, Gaz. And Marcus Mumford of Mumford's and Son. Oh my God, lush voice. If you guys love, would like to have some, you know, new things to listen to help with stress or unwinding and those sorts of things. Marcus Mumford, just go onto YouTube and I could even send you my favorite song that I have of his. All right, so these are, you know, somewhat related to what we're going to talk about today, but I am of the opinion and the knowledge that everything is connected, okay? So everything is connected. Thank you for the love and likes. Music is therapy. I sent our girl on here a little song that I actually came across in my retreats coming up in 2018. I'm going to actually have live music available to people and in our sessions. So that's actually going to be a new thing that we're going to introduce 2018. So that'll be a lot of fun as well. The other thing, and this is a little bit on the negative bent, I've had a few people hop on my lives and be negative. Okay, idiots are not tolerated here. This is actually a space for good. It's a space for growth. It's a space for, if I say the wrong word sometimes, if I get a typo wrong, if I do that, I don't need the word police out, okay? I just don't, right? I don't need the word police out. I don't need unsolicited advice around my business. I don't need any of that stuff unless I actually come to you for advice or help. then you can probably go somewhere else and hang out with the nerds who worry about that stuff instead of worrying about going forward. All right, so everyone who wants to go forward, come with me. We have fun. We're going forward. Anyone who wants to be the word police and some sort of jerk can go elsewhere. Okay, so you won't be tolerated in any of my free groups as well. Thank you for the love, guys, on that one. Thank you for the love. So whilst I might speak with a soft voice, we're not doing any idiot show here. Okay, so be somewhere else, talking to someone else. Please share this stream. I would really appreciate it. I'm going to kick into it all now. I think you guys have had some time to actually gather. I do have some notes because I actually want to make sure that this is very, very enriched for you. And I'm also going to change hands because my right hand a little bit stronger than my left to keep this guy steady. All right. Have you had a good week? I want to know about it. Do you have questions? I want to know about it. I want you to drop those questions into me, okay? So here we go. Specifically, my programs are built for and around people over 40. You don't have to be over 40 to benefit from them. But if you are over 40, over 50, and even over 60, you will benefit greatly from the premise and the way in which I actually set them up. Okay, so the way in which I actually set them up. So there's a few things that people get wrong when they go to lose weight or try to gain health, when they go to the traditional mainstream ways of trying to lose weight or get healthier. So I'm going to dispel and break down those a little bit. I want you to ask questions. I want you to interrupt me. I want you to send me the love and likes. I want you to share this stream. Okay? So what we've actually got is that you can assume that in Australia and even America and maybe parts of Europe, it's starting to actually happen as well. About 70% of people are overweight or obese and are heading towards health problems if they don't already have them at 40, 50, right? So this is like a normal conversation now. In people's minds, even though you might catch up for coffee and talk about, I don't know, Arnie Lorraine, what they're actually worried about is their own health and well-being, or their husbands, or their sons, or somebody else's. And that's without even adding the layer of emotional health, depression, anxiety, overwhelm, and all of those sorts of things, okay? So assume that most people want to know more information about hacking through to the best information about losing weight and gaining health, and share the stream onto them. Let me just adjust this one more time. Hope that makes sense. I talk day in, day out. This week has actually been an incredible week for me, where I've talked to lots and lots of people. Lots and lots of people have come towards me for their change, and then they've got a little bit scared. Which is what happens. You know, I don't think that I'm scary, but the idea of adding to change life is a lot, okay? So it's a lot. I understand that. Change is difficult. That's why most people stay stuck, the same, and miserable, all right? Change is difficult, but you don't want to be one of those guys. You don't want to be one of those guys being an idiot on my live stream. You want to actually grow, reach your potential, bring in lots of people to actually come with you for great stuff, yeah? That's what I'm assuming. That's certainly what I'm leading, okay? So it's certainly what I'm leading. All right, so why traditional workouts and weight loss programs don't work for over 40s? Okay, there's a lot going on when you are over 40. Okay, so what we know with studies that have actually gone on for bloody forever, but basically bodybuilders even, you know, probably 100 years ago knew that it's not a calories in, calories out game. Okay, this is not a calories in, calories out game. So, are calories important? Yes, they are, but it's the quality of the calories. You cannot compare a Mars bar, which might be about 1,000 calories. I used to know in my 20s exactly what it was. About 1,000 calories to almost a whole day of food of protein, vegetables, good fats. You know, you can't compare the two on a cellular level. Calories out, very, very important to move your body. You're not going to get a exercise professional worth their weight in gold not telling you that you've got to go and exercise. Walking, weight training, interval training, okay, all very important. Not one more important than the other. Definitely not one more important than the other, okay? So if you're over 40, even over 50, okay, it's definitely not a calories in, calories out conversation. Definitely not. And please ask questions as we go, guys, okay? Thank you for the love and like and bombing everything to me, and please share this stream, okay? We're going to talk about losing weight and being a healthy over 40. Right, so there's an importance of calories. Absolutely, positively, there's an importance of calories. You need to know them. But here's what I absolutely know, is that if you were to go to a really nice cafe, right, buy a salad and also buy a cheesecake, right? So you buy a cheesecake, takes up that little space in the little box, and you buy a salad which takes up loads of space, and you hold them in your hands. What's heavier? You tell me what's heavier. Boom. The cheesecake. You almost can't carry it. It's like a brick, right? So what's going to show up heavy in your body, heavy in calories? The cheesecake, right? The cheesecake. So you don't need to be scientists. You don't need to have your scales out 24/7 in your own kitchen to know what's dense in calories, right? Salad, light, add some protein, okay, a little bit more dense, but it gives you loads of nutrient and use in your body. Cheesecake, not so much, right? And actually designed to be a sometimes thing when it's somebody's birthday, maybe once a month that you're celebrating with. That's it, okay? Not an everyday occurrence. All right, so calories in, calories out, still important, but the quality of the calories is what's important. Now, we all know that over 40 and 50, your hormones change. There's shifts in your hormones. There's also stress. So whether you perceive the stress or not, if your body perceives it as stress, that's what we need to pay attention to. That's the main thing, right? So if your body perceives it as stress, thank you for the love, guys, then you have to look at that. It's not, if you've had a level of stress that you're absolutely used to, sometimes addicted to, you'll never say this is stress. You'll never say this is stress. But if your body perceives it as stress, okay? So you are not walking around, hi Heidi, you are not walking around even operating in a modern world without stress. You actually are going to have stress. Now, this could come in the form of a fright. For yesterday, it came in the form of some idiot driving in and out like an absolute crazy person. And I thought it was like, some drugged up guy. It turns out to be some old fella that needed to get to, I don't know where, in my suburb, because we're surrounded by water. Yeah, surrounded by water. So I don't know where he was heading. But it created stress in my body. I thought, what is going on? So, all of that accumulated over time, 40, 50, okay, is something. And that's not even adding in divorces, your best friend's divorce, your sister's divorce, bad news in business, something hasn't gone right, you lost your job, your child's a bit naughty, whatever it is, okay? Layers of stress. It is actually something, it is big. In our programs, I actually assess that first, okay? I assess that first. That's a big deal. That really is a big deal. So we know that there's hormone changes and then there's stress. The body can't handle too much stress. We're actually designed to be pretty cruisy, to be honest, right? We've evolved to actually just look after our family, but now we're doing so much more, okay? So much more. How true, Linda, says Susan. Thank you. Please share this stream, guys, so I know that other people can get onto this. That's just one point of about 4 that I'm actually going to go over. Any questions on stress, pop them in. I'm happy to go back and forward over these. Right, there's no rules around teaching, and there's certainly no rules around learning. And I don't like it when it is. I don't like when things are over-structured because it's not how people pick up things as well. And when we're talking in this space of psychology, positive psychology, sociology, behavior change, all of that sort of stuff, the way in which you actually learn is all kind of zigzag anyway. You might pick up stuff here that really resonates with you. You want to make change there. You get some change in confidence. We go on with that. Yeah? There's no rules in getting better. There's no rules in getting better. Okay? Except that you're moving forward. Oh, my fairy lights. I've moved them. All right. So lots and lots of research around stress and hormones at the moment. Okay, it's a real buzzword. Then, yes, if you've got a heartbeat, you've got stress. We need to assess that. For me, in this last month, it's been music and clips of comedy that have actually kept me a little bit up. And it ain't much. It's just 5 minutes here and there, but it's kept me light. And my members know I did a whole couple of Zoom sessions on neuroplasticity, that you can change this brain. Don't think that what you're born with is what you got. Do not think that if you're good at one area in your brain that you can't develop others, okay? So, sleep is the next one. Common challenges around sleep. Accumulated sleeplessness is a thing. So, for women especially, so as a teenager I didn't sleep much. I don't know, I was ready to be grown up. Now I'm grown up, don't want to be grown up. So accumulated sleeplessness is a thing. If in your 20s you've cheated sleep, gone out a lot, all that sort of stuff. And then also I had 6 years of sleeplessness with my children, my babies. I had 2 babies under 2. I was pregnant and breastfeeding for 4 years. That's 4 years of sleeplessness. For me, it developed into severe adrenal fatigue, and then allergies, severe anaphylaxis, swelling, those sorts of things. That's how it showed up for me, because I was highly fit and really pushing my body like an athlete, but I was actually working like a marathon runner every single day as well. So not enough rest, and that was there's sort of a cumulative sleeplessness now. So sleep is a massive part of our programs, massive part of our programs. Do not underestimate it. And because of stress, because of hormone changes, your sleep may change. So you might have been traditionally a really, really great sleeper, but those shifts actually happen at 40 and 50. Okay, so shifts happen at 40 and 50 with your sleep. And you might be off kilter, okay? It's a massive thing when you're trying to lose weight, or weight starts creeping on your body, or you want to have better health. Any questions around sleep? I'm just going to grab a sip of water. I'm talking and I've talked so much this week. All right. Any questions around sleep, guys? I can see there's a lot of you on here. Thank you so much for sharing the stream. I really, really appreciate it. Really appreciate you sharing to your friends. Great information. Sleep's boring to talk about, hey? Just get it. So our programs actually make sure that we set you up for incredible sleep. We make sure that you that it is a thing. Okay, that's really super important. I work a lot with nurses, healthcare workers, psychologists, doctors, stuff like that. And no questions from Heidi at this stage. Heidi, you're my sweetest member. Let's have a chat one day. That would be really, really super, super nice. So they have shifts, yeah. So sleep shifts, shift workers. Okay, I find the most challenging to get their weight loss and get their health. They work super, super hard. They're super diligent, conscientious, all that sort of stuff. They know sleep's important, but they're not sleeping on natural circadian rhythms. It is a thing. It is a big thing. Okay, it creates stress in their body, and we need to make sure, obviously they need to go to work, they need to still work on those shifts, but we need to make sure that the other stuff that they do is actually 100% done in terms of their healthcare, to make sure that they maximize their sleep efforts, even if they're sleeping at the other side of the clock than as we've evolved to sleep, okay? But yeah, there's lots of tricks and tips that we do to get sleep right, and it is a thing. I'm not going to be the sleep police, because if you put more pressure on trying to sleep, it creates more pressure and you can't sleep. I know that cycle too. Yeah. All right. If you don't sleep enough though, it can lead to stuff like dementia, obviously staying overweight, then therefore health problems created with because of overweight and out of balance and unhealthy. So it is a big deal. All right. The next point is nutrients. So we've got stress, we've got sleeplessness, now we've got nutrients. So the stress of cutting calories to diet to try to lose weight causes my 40s and 50s to not lose weight and be more stressed. Right? That's the upshot. That's in layman's terms. That's what's happening. That's what happens to my clients. That's why they say, other diet programs have never worked for me. Why will you work for me, Linda? Okay? So the Ageless Body will work for you because it's actually built around bolstering the foundation to make sure that you're okay, so that we can build an incredible, palatial, gorgeous penthouse on top. Right? Other weight loss programs actually get you, at best in Australia here, some sort of, basic kind of run-of-the-mill Holden. Right? Not saying anything about Holdens, because we've got the V8s at the moment in Bathurst in New South Wales. They're fine, but though my dad's a Ford man, he builds Fords. So I think that what's happening there is that people are cutting calories in the hope that they will lose weight, and they're getting less nutrients, which adds more stress to the body. Okay, so that's what happens there. Okay, our programs don't do that. You eat on hunger, you eat 3 times a day, that sort of thing. I'm getting lots of O's here, which is gorgeous. I don't know if that's about the car comment or the calories comment. So ask me questions, guys. I'm here for you. I am here for you. Let me do a time check. Oh, gorgeous. I've got to talk to my gorgeous Robin. I don't know if she's actually even on here. I can't see who's on, by the way. So do say hello to me. Do share the stream. Do actually let me know that what you want to know. I want this to be interactive. Okay, I know sometimes you're putting your gym gear on, you're making a cup of tea, like you can't get your hands on your phone, but I'll always come back to these streams to make sure that you've got the most out of them. I try to do them 8 o'clock on every single Saturday morning. All right, I try to keep that consistent for you guys. Okay, so that is it. Do not go into starvation mode, so your body will shut down. It won't burn body fat. It won't give up any weight if it perceives that there's more stress coming, okay? So if it perceives that there's more stress coming, what do we go back to perception about stress? If you're addicted to stress, if you've had it for so many years, you don't even know it's in your body. You do not know. It's your way of operating, okay? It's your way of operating. So don't pretend that you're an expert on yourself. That's why coaches are great. That's why programs are great. That's why transformation programs are great. But only if you actually align yourself with someone who knows what they're talking about. None of this, apps, click a button, all that sort of stuff. They're not really invested in where you're at. So I want to know where you're at. So the right physical activity is really important too. Let me just drink something. Okay. So any questions on sleeplessness, stress, calories? Can't compare a Mars bar to a beautiful salad with lots of color, lots of good oils and protein. You can't compare them. Can't compare them. All right, exercise. Now we're all hearing about all these, you can do your exercise in 45 minutes. It's HIIT training, it's this, it's that, it's fabulous, it's terrific, it's great. HIIT training, interval training is absolutely great, but it's one area of a training program. One area, okay? One area. They're not necessarily designed for people whom are deconditioned, overweight, out of shape, and haven't exercised for a long time. All right? So, be careful, okay? Ask me questions. Tell me what you're hoping to do, and I will give you the advice about what's best so that you get from A to B, okay, in your exercise programming and that sort of thing as quickly as possible. All right? So it is one way to exercise. It's not the only way, okay? Strength training is incredibly important, especially as you get older, certainly important for women, and quite often they're not sure what to do because they've never actually properly strength trained. So I teach that. You know, let me know if you actually need some help with all of that. All right, so my loves, you've got the 4 points: stress, sleeplessness, calories or nourishment, nutrients, and exercise. They're my 4 areas. What I also look for when I actually start working with people is that points around sluggish metabolism. So what are they actually doing? So what are you actually doing? Thank you so much for sharing the stream, everybody, too. So what are you actually doing? And what's happening for you? Is your metabolism sluggish? Now, those people that I actually work with that follow through on the program, we actually help with their metabolism. So straight away, we lead with health. Straight away, the body actually wants to be its healthy version of itself. Like that, I can actually see that. The resistance is usually head and heart. So the resistance is usually within you, right? It's not what the physical is showing up with. So if we give you the recipe and the formula, you start making the changes, but it's the head and heart that stops you from getting your ultimate body, your ultimate energy, your ultimate self. That, yeah, is a little bit more an interesting ride. Okay, so it's why I do so much mindset stuff with my clients. It's why I take them on retreats. It's why I actually look after them as a whole body, as an individual, as a person on a journey. Okay, and we lead with love and light and being open and increasing confidence first. So increasing confidence first so they feel like they want to try. Okay? None of this lack business. You're not fit enough, fast enough, cutting your calories enough, got, the best boiled chicken in town, doing enough meditation, this, that, and the other. All right? No judgment. It's enough. There's enough judgment elsewhere. All right? There's enough judgment elsewhere. On your journey of self, it actually has to be about abundance, growth, knowing and aligning to what your gifts are and stepping into more of that. All right, so that you shine like a little kid shines. All right, no one asks a little kid, why are his eyes so shiny or her eyes so shiny? Why are those so brilliant at what they do? No one asks them, right? Same with you. Be brilliant. Step into all of that, and anyone that has a problem with you being brilliant and shiny and gorgeous and terrific, well, they get to go somewhere else with the idiots that I've knocked off my pages of late. Okay? They get to go somewhere else, not our business. You shine. Okay? So you shine. And it is all about you on these programs. Any questions? Oh my God, no questions this morning. You just want to be entertained. Any questions? I'm going to pause a little bit. Any questions? Heidi, Susan. Let me see who's on here. Kaz. Oh. Yeah, see, it's hard for me to see because it won't let me scroll all that simply. So you're going to have to put the questions in there. Any questions about those 4 main points in reference to your development for women over 40 and 50 and men? Okay, by the way, works for men. Also works if you're 30. Okay, probably if you're 20. It's a smart way of doing it, and I've learnt to bring together a lot of pieces of the pie over the last 30 years. Less than 30 years, but definitely over 25. I also want to say that I am super, super, super excited. Tonight I get to go to a reunion of a gym that I started working at. And let me tell you a little story about this gym, because I know you guys love stories and you're not asking me any questions. I was 18. I was teaching aerobics. I had started my university degrees, and I went to an interview to see if I could teach aerobics at this place, right, long time ago. I'll tell you how long ago it was. It was a gym that was about to be taken over by an ex-footballer, okay, just been converted into a gym, and the team in South Melbourne was heading to the Sydney Swans, right? So they were heading, South Melbourne football team were heading to Sydney to make AFL. a national sport, not just a Victorian sport. So I got a job there, started there working there full time, and I feel like I've really grown up there. So I don't know if any of our members are on here, and I'll share this to the page that we're excited about. And I get to see them again today. Some of these people I haven't seen for 20 years. And I get to tell them now as a older woman how important that time was for me. Getting a little bit emotional. So I grew up there. I ended up working there full time. I ended up learning how to be a corporate fitness trainer, how to be a fabulous personal trainer, how to give service to clients, which still extends to my business today online. So when people say you're so attentive, blah blah blah, connection is really important. A good coach will do that with you. No judgment, take you further. Whoop, you slipped up today. Boom, boom, that's over. Back on track to take you further. So I learned a lot there. So I was working full time there, eventually, working full time there, and I was also studying full time. And that's how I learned to be a really great trainer. So I get to meet all these people today. There's about 50 people coming tonight to this reunion, which will be so fun, so fun. And so it's very special to me. So that's actually part of my rest, well-being practice tonight. So that's going to be a really good thing. You need to have things to look forward to. You need to go sometimes quiet and slow to go fast. All right, so you're going to need to trust in all these processes. Which is why, as we like sum up and go right back, a lot of the weight loss and health programs do not work for people over 40, 50. Okay, so it's all about going fast, going harder, going whatever. I've done that too, and it led to absolute collapse. So you don't want to do that. Any questions before I go? Thank you for sharing the stream. I know that your friends will be very appreciative. They're more than welcome to hop into my free group, which is called the Ageless Body Hub, where I actually share information that I don't normally share on all of my pages. And then also if you want to get onto my email list, where I share other insights and offers that I don't put out on social media, it would be a pleasure to help you there too. So just know that you're never, ever confident at what you're not confident at, okay? You're never confident and feel good about or at what you feel like you've failed at before, all right? That's why a great coach, okay, is really super important. Okay, I'm gonna love you guys and leave you. I've got to get on to my members only call at 9 a.m, but I also need to call one of my precious members. They're all precious, but this one's particularly so right now. So need anything, drop me in a message. Google Linda Morrison, it will come up everything. YouTube channel, Instagram, my website, lindamorrison.com.au. Had to add the AU there. And then my website is my email address is the same, linda@lindamorrison.com.au. Love you guys. See ya. Bye.